Yo, yo, what's up, everybody? Happy New Year. How you guys all doing? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? That's it. 2020 is in the books. It's it. It's over. Just like that, you blink and the year has come to an end. What a year it has been. Man, oh man. Guys, I got to tell you something. This has been one of the craziest trading years of my career. 2008 and 2020 are the craziest trading years of my career by far. Obviously with the global pandemic and everything, like even with that, leaving that aside, when you think about the kind of year that we had, and when you think about everything that's taken place, and you think about all the action in the markets, it's just crazy. And like I kind of just spent some time today, and I'm like sitting there. Had a nice day today, guys. I was 2 for 2. I made some money on BTBT. I made some money on ACY. So finished the year strong. Made some good money today on those two stocks. Was 2 for 2. I left a ton of money on the table on BTBT. I kind of fat fingered my final take profit. I ended up selling the entire position when I meant to sell some of it and hold on to some. So I left a lot of money on the table on BTBT, but nonetheless, still a nice day, a good way to end the year, and a good way to finish the week. And I'm just, looking back on 2020, it's a banner year. It's a record-breaking year. It's one of the craziest years that we've ever had, between the overall market volatility, obviously what happened in March, and then the consecutive months thereafter. The small cap market in May and June was the hottest I've ever seen in my entire career. Craziness, man. Just craziness in the overall markets. It's it. The year's in the books, and now we get to come back on Monday and start the year fresh. For those of you that aren't aware, on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on this YouTube channel, I'm going to be raffling off a Porsche and a Tesla right here on the YouTube channel, okay, at 8:30 p.m. If the winner does not want the cars, so you're either going to win a Porsche or $50,000, or a Tesla or $30,000. So we're going to have 2 raffles on Sunday, 2 winners, and they're walking away with either 30 grand, 50 grand, or a Tesla and a Porsche. And that's going to be going on. Well, I shouldn't say the Tesla. The Tesla most likely will be doing it on Sunday. I think we have like 10 more spots left before we close that raffle. But the Porsche raffle is definitely closed. That is going to be $50,000 or a Porsche, and that's going to be 8:30 p.m. Eastern time right here on the YouTube channel. So you guys want to make sure that you definitely tune in on Sunday. That's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I cannot wait. And then I think we'll be also giving away a Porsche and $30,000 on Sunday as well. So you guys want to make sure that you tune in for that. It's going to be right here on the YouTube channel. I just, this live, we're not going to be on here long. I know people have, it's New Year's Eve. I think you guys want to, relax and kind of unwind and reflect on the year. We'll probably only be on this live for maybe about an hour or so, guys. And I just want to kind of recap the year. I want to give you guys some helpful tips and some pieces of advice and some key lessons to take with you going into 2021. Kind of talk briefly about what I expect next year. We talked a lot about that yesterday. Yesterday, on my live stream last night, we had a really good talk about long-term portfolio expectations and long-term portfolio ideas for 2021. So if you didn't catch my live last night, I highly recommend you go back and check that out, because an excellent live stream that talks about, what to expect next year, what sectors I think are going to be hot, and a couple of stocks that I bought, particularly going into next year, that I think are going to do well in my long-term portfolio. So I definitely recommend you guys check that out if you're looking for some ideas for some investments for next year. I shared with you guys some stocks that I bought and that I own that I think are going to do well next year. So I would definitely recommend going and check that out. Okay. So before we get things started, guys, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. If you're brand new, turn on your notifications. Make sure you smash that like button for me. My name is Michael Edward. I'm the head trader at True Trading Group, guys. began my trading career working for a fund on Wall Street, and now teach the everyday person how to be a consistently profitable trader. And True Trading Group has also really grown a lot this year as a community, as a group. And I just got to tell you guys, I am truly blessed to be able to do what I love every single day and to do it with some awesome, awesome people. All of my members that are TGD fam that are on the live stream with me right now, I love all you guys, man. I really, really do. You know, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than trading each and every single day with you and going through the ringer with you guys, and having a lot of you consider me your mentor is something that I take very, very seriously. And it is my absolute honor to hold that title. And I promise to make you guys all proud. All right. So you guys, you know, we're going to go into 2021 next year, and we're going to kick some ass. We're going to take some names. We're going to achieve some goals. We're going to reach some personal milestones that you guys never thought possible. And it's all going to start with, you guessed it, a professional education. So with that being said, guys, congrats on a banner year. If you guys struggled this year, you know, keep your head up. You know, a lot of people go at their own pace. They go at their own time. You know, some traders can become consistently profitable in a couple of months. Others could take 2 years. But, you know, put things into perspective and think about, when did you actually get an education? Like, when did you actually start learning how to trade? That's when your trading career began. If you've been trading for a year, losing money consistently, but you never got an education, and now you joined True Trading Group and you just signed up and you're like, well, oh man, I've been losing money for a year. No, you haven't. You've lost money gambling for a year, but your trading career begins now. Your trading career begins from the day that you start getting an actual education to the point where you actually know what you're doing. So put that into perspective for those of you that struggled in 2020, going into 2021. Let's say you're on this live right now and you're not a member of True Trading Group. And you're like, oh, I've been losing money for the last year, year and a half, 2 years, whatever it is. You guys got to look at that as a completely separate scenario, because if you didn't have an education, you're not going to be consistently profitable. You're not going to wake up one day and just figure this out. It's going to click, the light bulb's going to turn on, and you're just going to stop losing money. You're going to start making money and be able to quit your job. If you guys are struggling trading, you have to do something different. You've got to do something different. You're not just going to wake up one day and all of a sudden it's going to click. You have to be taught. Okay, you have to be taught. I was fortunate enough when I began my trading career that I was taught by professional traders that worked at the fund, that came in every day, and they taught me, and the group that I was hired with taught us everything it is that they know. That's where I became a trader. That's how I learned how to become a trader, and that's what I teach all of our members. If you guys have been struggling trading on your own, or trading, okay, and I'm going to use that term very lightly, because you might be buying and selling stocks and options, but that doesn't mean you're trading if you don't know what you're actually doing. Okay, so, you know, get yourselves an actual education, and give yourselves a real shot. Arm yourselves with the ammunition needed to go in there on a daily basis and pull money out of the markets. Don't just think that it's just going to happen overnight. You have to do something different. You have to be willing to put in a little bit of work, a little bit of effort, and, you know, prepare to actually get an education and learn a skill that you would get trained for any other skill, right? Like if you got hired at a new job, they're going to train you on how to do that job successfully. Trading's no different. I don't know why people think they can just start trading and not know what they're doing and still be consistently profitable. It doesn't make sense. You have to actually spend some time and get an education and learn. Okay, so for those of you that are willing to put in that time, energy, and effort, listen, my goals for myself, like going into next year, my goals are not P&L related at this point in my career. Obviously, I always strive to get bigger and better and make more in the following years than I do in years prior. But my goal is to get as many of my THD family members to reach their goals as I possibly can. Like, I'm at a point in my career now where it's not a question or not for me. I'm like, okay, am I going to be profitable? Am I going to make money this year? Am I going to not make money? I've been doing this now for almost 17 years. I'm past that point. And a lot of you might also be past that point in your career where you're already consistent. You guys are doing well enough. But some of you that are not yet there, my goal is to help you achieve your goals and achieve your milestones as your mentor. And I look forward to what's going to be an awesome 2021. I really do. I really look forward to it. And I look forward to training with my fam each and every day. So guys, what I'm going to do here real quick, I'm going to do a very quick Q&A. We'll probably do like 15 minutes or so of a Q&A. Before I do, you want to give me a follow on Twitter. My handle is right there at the bottom of your screen. It's at MikeEdward_TTG. Go ahead and give me a follow there on Twitter. And we're going to do a quick blanket open floor Q&A. All right, a quick open floor blanket Q&A. Maybe about 15 minutes or so, and then we'll dive in. I'll recap my trades on BTBT, ACY, and then we'll talk about some helpful tips and some advice that I have for you guys going into next year. What possible black swan events do you foresee? A complete mutation of the coronavirus where the vaccine becomes ineffective. That would suck. That would suck. That would throw a wrench in the entire game plan for next year. Can you quickly talk about hot buttons you use for quick trades? Sure, Chris. So I don't use hot buttons. I use hotkeys. I just bit my tongue. Hotkeys are going to be on your keyboard. Hot buttons will be with your mouse. So hotkeys where I'll have a trigger key. All right. Anyone that wants to get set up with hotkeys or hot buttons, you just have to contact your broker and ask them to help you get set up. Every platform is going to be different. Okay. So like I use Lightspeed, but if you guys use Thinkorswim, I'm not going to be able to help you. Okay. So like you got contact Thinkorswim and have them walk you through getting set up with hotkeys or hot buttons. So hotkeys, make sure you have a trigger key. Okay. Or an activation key, which you have to hold. Like, so for me, like you don't want to have L, P, O, Q, W, S, A, all those keys do a command, but like your cat jumps up on your keyboard and starts buying shares of whatever. So I have to hold down the shift key and that activates my hotkey. So my hotkeys will do nothing unless I press them while the shift key is engaged. Okay. And then that's how my hotkeys turn on and off. So a couple of different orders that you need to have as hotkeys. You got to have a market order buy, a market order sell, limit order buy, limit order sell, a closeout key, which will sell your entire position, a buy closeout key, which would cover your entire position short. My escape key cancels any open orders that I currently have, or I can highlight one specific order with my mouse and then cancel it. But if I just hit the escape key, all my open orders would cancel any open order that I have. I've gotten into a habit of like hitting the escape key just when I'm like going through my trades or I'm finishing a trade, just in case I have like a bid that I forgot about that is like sitting out there open. I just always hit my escape key once I exit a trade just to make sure that, you know, in case I forgot about any open, like if I have a take profit sitting somewhere, or if I've got like here, do it this way. Let's say I have a limit sell at like $13, right? The stock never quite gets there, pulls back, breaks down, and I'm like, you know what? I want to get out, and I market order myself out of the rest of my position, but that order is still out there. Now, if the stock goes back and fills that order, if I don't cancel it, now I'm short the stock at that price. Or like, let's say if I'm trying to buy a stock, I'm bidding, I don't get filled, the stock starts to move, I market order myself in. Okay, the stock starts to run, I'm taking profit, and I forget this bid is there, and the stock later on in the day pulls all the way back and then fills that bid. Now I'm long. So like whenever I'm out of a trade or I'm done with the trade, I always hit the escape key just to get into a habit to just cancel any open orders just in case I forgot about any orders that are out there. So that's something that's helpful because a lot of people forget they have orders out there, then they fill and they don't even realize it. Like you'll be sitting there hanging out and all of a sudden you get a notification, you just got long a stock. You're like, wait, what? That's why some of that stuff happens. So I'll get into a habit of that. So that's it. You know, those are kind of your main hotkeys that I think you guys should have. Like I said, contact your broker and they'll help you get set up with them. Okay, next question. Not now, Sammy Peter, because the market's closed. So I can't show you time and sales on level 2 when the market's closed. What do I think about Interactive Brokers saying their clients are net short? Honestly, I think, Glenn, so Interactive Brokers is more of an institutional shop. Like they're more of an institutional shop than a retail shop like an E-Trade. They obviously have a ton of retail clientele, don't get me wrong, but they also do have institutional clientele that takes up the majority of their order flow. I wonder if a lot of that is more of a hedge. I wonder if a lot of it is more of a hedge than anything else. For a shop like that to be net short for the first time ever, I saw they were talking about it on CNBC. They actually had with the founder, the CEO or president, whatever, of Interactive Brokers. The guy was on TV the other day talking about it. I saw it on CNBC. And I'm not quite sure what to make of it, because there's not a heavy short position on the markets right now. There's not a heavy short position on the markets. There's a lot of cash that's on the sidelines that's going to be coming into the markets, I believe, in January. And I think that's going to push us even higher. So I don't really know what to think about Interactive Brokers being completely net short with their clientele. I think it's odd. To be net short that's really weird. That's really weird. So it's mostly through options. They're net short mostly because of option positions. And that's why I think it could be hedging. Okay. So I think that it's not necessarily that there's this large, massive short position on the SPY. I think their institutional clientele have probably started to really hedge with options to protect their long portfolios that they have with other holdings. So they could be using Interactive Brokers platform to hedge with a lot of like high leverage option and type of strategies, and to protect against what is truly a net long position on the investor. So like if you're an investor, like maybe like, for example, let's say like I have my long-term portfolio with JP Morgan, right? And I have my long-term money with Fidelity, but maybe I have an Interactive Brokers account and I'm like, you know what, let me take 100 grand and let me just like buy a bunch of put options just to protect, okay, in case we have any disruption with the vaccine or anything like that, and the market sells off, I'm protecting my long position. I think that that's probably what's happening. Because it is net short because of the leverage on option positions. So it's not like there's just a huge short position on the SPY, So I kind of feel like it's maybe just hedging. Because listen, Q1, Q2 next year could be rocky. It could be rocky next year, Q1, Q2. Issues with the vaccine or distribution bottlenecks, and maybe you get a headline that the virus is mutating. Like the markets could get pretty choppy. But then once we reach a level of herd immunity and the economy opens back up, I think we rock at the second half of next year. So those are my thoughts. Your opinion, Thinkorswim versus E-Trade Pro for beginner swing trader. Dustin, you can't go wrong with either one, buddy. They're both equal. It just honestly, between Thinkorswim and E-Trade, it just turns down to personal preference with how user-friendly the platform is. Like which platform do you visually feel is more comfortable for you? Because their execution's the same, their customer service is the same, their their fees are the same. It's like, you can't go wrong with either one. It's just personal preference, my opinion. Hey, Mike, does it matter whether you want to hit the bid or the bid ask or limit buy sell? Also, do both orders show on level 2? No. So if you hit the bid or the ask, that will not show on level 2. So when you guys put in market orders, you're taking liquidity from the market. So you're going to hit the bid or hit the ask. That's not going to show on level 2. But if you post a bid or an ask, that will show in level 2. And when you said, does it matter whether you do one or the other? I'm not sure what you mean, Justin, by like, does it matter? There are certain scenarios where I limit order, and there are certain scenarios where I do market order. So I do both. When I'm entering a trade, depends on the situation. Depends on, is the stock breaking out at that moment? Is it consolidating? Is there a large spread? What's the liquidity like? Depending on if I market order or if I limit order in. I almost always limit order when I'm taking profits. And then when I'm stopping out, I always market order out. Best way to get around the ridiculous PDT rule, switch to a cash account. So you won't be able to trade with margin. You'll only be able to trade with the cash that's in your account, but you won't be bound to the PDT rule if you switch to a cash account. News keeps showing up as for a potential market crash. Can you talk about this? There's always news about a market crash. Always. Literally is on every year. Bears call for a market crash. And every year they're wrong until they're not. Okay? Because you'll have people that will call for a market crash since 2016, and then it crashes in 2020, and they're like, see? Like, okay, look how high the market's gone from 2016 to 2020. Like, it's like, you're always going to have bears. Will always, every single year, it's the market's going to crash. The market's going to crash. Guys, let me tell you something. The markets have and always will go up with brief moments of severe sell-offs and severe panic. Okay. Yes, the markets will crash again. Yes, the markets will crash within the next couple of years, and within the next few years after that, and the next few years after that. But eventually, the markets will go back up. So I don't pay any attention to any news headline or any report calling for a market crash. If you paid attention to every news headline calling for a market crash, you would never be in the market. You wouldn't own a single share of a stock. You would short everything, and you would go completely broke, and you'd be homeless living under a bridge. Okay. So I do not pay any attention to, I expect a market crash next year. Do I think we can have volatility in the second quarters? I do, but I think that near zero interest rates, the stimulus, the vaccine, monetary stimulus, as well as the fiscal stimulus, and the reopening of the economy towards the second half of the year will push the markets to all-time highs. I think you're going to be looking at 4,000 on the S&P sometime next year. Any thoughts on the ARK ETF? I like it. I just want to see them rebalance it. I want to see that woman rebalance that ETF, man. They are so overweight Tesla. They are so overweight Tesla that ETF is going to basically go up or down based on what Tesla does. You basically own Tesla. Like, that's how heavily invested they are into Tesla. And with the move that Tesla has made, now it makes up such a huge weighting of that ETF that I want to see them rebalance it. I want to see them take some profit in Tesla and allocate funds to some of the other holdings. I like the ARK ETF. I love the companies that they own. It's time to rebalance that portfolio. So we'll see. Any thoughts on esports as a hot sector? No. When you say esports, what do you mean? What do you mean by esports? Like esports, the video game company? Like EA Sports? Or what do you mean by esports? You guys like my thumbnail? Thanks. What kind of dog? It's a Maltipoo. Oh, like pro gaming. I like it. I like the video game sector. I do like online gaming. I'm bullish on online gaming and online gambling, consumer discretionary sectors. I'm bullish on. I'm bullish on. It's a Patek 5726. Sean asking about my watch. I'm a watch connoisseur, guys. I'm a big watch guy. I like watches. All right, guys. So I think that some day traders make 50, 100K every day. Is this true, Mike? No, not every day. But yeah, traders make 50 grand, 100 grand in a single day. Absolutely. Traders make way more than that in a single day. Traders can make $1 million in a single day. But it's not every day. You know, there's losing days in there. There's red days in there where, you know, I can make 50 grand today and maybe I'll lose 20 grand or 15 grand on Monday, or, you know, I mean, your P&L will fluctuate. You know, you're not just going to every day make 50 grand every day for 220 trading days of the year. You know, you'll win some, you'll lose some, but yeah, you can make 50, 100 grand a day. Easy. I'm not easy. I don't mean like easy, but saying that, yes, there's many people that do that in a single day. Yes. All right, guys. So that's it. That does it for our Q&A. Like I said, I wasn't going to spend, I don't want to keep you guys too much. I don't want to keep you guys for too much on this live because I know it's New Year's Eve. Before I recap our, my BTBT trade, my ACY trade, and we're going to talk about some of the, some tips and lessons and some helpful pieces of advice for you guys going into next year. I want to see how many people that are on here that are brand new to trading. If you guys are brand new to trading, go ahead and type the number 1 in chat real quick right now. My biggest loss was $92,000. Tapwater, LB, Aston, Jay Castro, Mr. Koje, Kola, Hara, Jesse, James, Tom, Turn, Karen, Mark, David, Jeff's Bug, Charles Holmes, Stephen Darbant, Diana, Mark Hunter, Eze, Valerie Josephs, Dan Rumsey, Rosie Clam. Oh, RO, lifetime member today. Yes. Welcome, lifetime member. You're stuck with me, man. You're stuck with me, man. Oliver. Nice. Chris Strong just became a member yesterday. Hell yeah. Woo! Catherine just joined the team a couple days ago. Nice. A couple weeks ago. Sorry. Mr. Coach, 2 days ago. Nice. Just signed up 2 days ago. My biggest win. My biggest win was. Well, so I guess it depends. Like, it depends. Are you talking about like a day trade, or are you talking about like a swing position? You know, because there's different. Obviously, like swing positions. I've made more money on an option. It was luck. It was luck. You know, I've made, you know, some pretty wild trades throughout my career, guys. I made some pretty wild trades throughout my career. I was a maniac when I was younger, like younger in my career. Especially when I was working at the fund, I would like really kind of swing for the fences, and I would always push the end of my risk threshold. So like at the fund, we would have risk parameters for everybody. So like your senior PM would manage risk on your junior PMs. Your junior PMs would manage risk on individual traders. And I was always getting in trouble for pushing the threshold of that risk. Like the risk parameters, like I would always push the limit on it. And my senior PM would always get like the warnings that I was kind of stretching it. And then I would always get like these little Like he'll just like say little things to me like on the trading floor. He'll be like, "Hey Mike, you wanna check that? You wanna check that position, Mike?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I got it. Oh man, I was such a maniac when I was younger, guys. Good times though. It was good times. It was really good times. Yeah, I got called to the principal's office a couple of times, Chris. I got called in the principal's office a couple of times, but it's all good. It's all good. Well, anyway, guys, so a lot of people here that were when I lost the 92 grand, I was short. I was short going into earnings, and the company blew earnings out of the water. It was actually Baidu. I was short, but this is a long time ago, guys. I was short Baidu going into earnings, and it was an unexpected earnings announcement. The stock was halted. They gapped it up huge, and it actually got destroyed. And that's why I don't. From that day on, I stopped taking positions on companies going into earnings. It was the biggest mistake that I've ever made, and I haven't made it since, and I never will. But anyway, like I said, so the people that typed the number one in chat. People that type the number one in chat, guys. Okay, what are your goals with wanting to learn how to become a consistently profitable trader? Like, why are you guys on this live? Why are you guys like trying to figure out like what it is that you're like? What are you trying to accomplish? Oh, I covered the Tesla short, David. So the Tesla short. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about that yesterday on the live. We were talking about the long-term portfolio stuff. So update on the Tesla trade. So on December 18th, somebody asked about the Tesla trade. December 18th, I shorted Tesla at $655. I covered 25% of my position at 636. I covered 50% of my position at 619. The stock went back up to 670. I shorted again at 670. I took some profit at 666. I took more profit at 662. And then I got flat at 685. Okay, so here we go. Consistently profitable. Buy watches like Mike. Get out from my 9 to 5. Financial freedom. Buy a house. Financial security. I want to have steady income. Multiple streams of income. My goal is to be consistent. Get out of my 9 to 5. Leave work and start working for myself. Make 1% a day. My goal is to be consistent. Stop working for the man. Learn a new skill. Okay, Mark. Good, guys. Elon Musk's cat. I'm laughing, but I'm not going to repeat it on the live, but I'm definitely laughing. Control my future. Yes, John. Hell yeah. Take the reins, right? Take the reins. Control yourself. Control your future. I like it, man. Guys, listen, all of you that typed the number one in chat here, all of these goals that you guys are typing away in chat, they're all possible. They're just not going to happen overnight. And you have to understand that. So many people fall for these traps that these people put out there, these marketing tactics that you see a lot of people like promising you millions and promising you instant profit, and it's just not realistic. Like, it's not like, ooh, I'm going to teach you this one secret. It's super easy. If I can do it, anyone can. Don't fall for that shit. Like, this is not a get rich quick scheme. If you guys are going to try to become consistently profitable traders, it's a skill just like anything else. It is a skill that is going to have to be learned. Okay. That's going to have to be practiced. It's going to have to be worked on. And if you guys really want to excel, like if you all say you're like, I want to be consistently profitable. I want to quit my job. I want to make 100 grand. I want to make 200. I want to make $1 million. I want to make this. Okay. That's cool. You want to make $1 million? It's possible, but it's not going to happen overnight. You know, it's not just going to happen if you just do, oh, look, Mike, just tell me what to buy. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Here, buy this stock. You're going to make $1 million. It's not the way it's going to work. You guys have to be willing to actually get an education and to learn how to perfect the skill. And if you do that, The sky's the limit. It's truly the limit. There is no potential on your earnings cap at all. If you want to make 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, 200, 500, a million, 2 million, 5 million, you can. You absolutely can. I know many people that make that amount of money at all through all those different levels. It's absolutely possible for you to achieve those goals, but you have to be willing to put in some effort. And if you are willing to put in some effort, I promise that I will be with you. The TG family members will be with you every single step of the way to walk you through that entire process. But I'm not going to do it for you. You have to be willing to put in some work. And if you're willing to put in some work, I will give you back exactly what you give me. Okay. I do one-on-ones with my members every single day. We do workshops, we do, seminars and webinars with our members. If you're willing to put in some energy and some effort, I promise you that we'll be willing to teach you every single thing it is that we know, but you have to be willing to learn. And if you're willing to learn, all of the goals that you all typed there in chat, they're all possible. Okay. But it's not going to happen overnight. You have to be willing to put in some energy. And, I know it's New Year's and everyone's like, oh, my New Year's resolution, new year, new me. Cool. That's all cool. But it shouldn't take New Year's for you guys to want to change your lives, because my TG family members, I got hundreds of messages today. And if you are one of my TG members, and if I did not answer your message, I'm sorry. It was not intentional. I literally got hundreds of DMs from people today, like just telling me about what their year was like, thanking me for teaching them this new skill and changing their lives and all of this success that they were having. And I was blown away. Like, I was speechless reading some of these messages. And that can be you if you're willing to put in some energy and some effort. Okay. So with that being said, all of you that typed the number 1 in chat, you guys can get started with a trial membership. Okay. Because we do have a 7-day trial. If you want to get things started, you want to start to get an education, we do have a 7-day trial, guys. That is our TTG3 trial program. It's just $3. That's it. It's a one-time payment. It's not reoccurring. That gets you 7-day access to our member dashboard, which comes with 3 trial courses. These courses are guaranteed to make you a better trader. They're included in the trial. You'll be able to see all of our trading records, all of our history. We're fully transparent in TTG. We keep a journal of all of our trading history, the wins, the losses, the break-evens. It's all right there on the site for you guys to see. And then you'll also be able to use our due diligence tool, which actually gives you free analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. And then you'll get 3 days to trade with us in our chat room live. Okay, you get 3 days to trade with us in our chat room live. All right, so if you guys sign up for the trial today, you can go over the courses over the weekend and then get 3 days in chat. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you'll get 3 days in chat with us to trade with us live. See the screen share. We share our screen with you. We're live on the microphone telling you what we're doing, calling out trades in real time. You get push notifications whenever we send out alerts. You guys can follow along with everything it is that we're trading there in chat. Again, one-time payment of $3, guys. That's it. It's not on auto renew. There's no reoccurring payment. So it's just $3. That's it. It's less than a cup of coffee. And then during that trial, you can upgrade to a full membership at any time, but you're under no obligation to do so whatsoever. Okay. So that's our 7-day trial. Go to ttgthree.com right there at the bottom of your screen, ttgthree.com to get that 7-day trial and do something different, guys. New year, new me, do something different. It's time you guys actually see what a professional education can do for your trading. Okay. And stop looking for gimmicks and secrets and shortcuts, and learn what you would learn if you worked at a fund on Wall Street, because that's what I did. That's how I learned. And that's what you guys learn when you join the TG team full time. Let's get to the trades. Let's get to the trades on the day. All right. To do that, I've got to pull up I don't have my charting software up, so bear with me 1 second. Let me pull up my charts. All right, let's go to BTBT, the stock that I left a ton of money on the table today. And screen share. And here we go. Let me see. Okay. All right, guys. So here we are. BTBT. All right. This was a play that I was going after here today. I really liked this BTBT to break through yesterday's highs. We had a gap down today, and this is a setup that I really, really like. Okay. I love when you have a situation like this on a stock that looks fantastic on the daily chart with the day that it had yesterday, right? And then you get this gap down. We gapped down today, and the stock immediately goes green. And it doesn't just go green, it goes straight up to test yesterday's high. Okay. So this is a really nice setup. This is a bull flag underneath the prior day's high coming from a gap down. So it's a red to green bull flag is what I'll call this, a red to green bull flag, where the stock starts in the red on the day. It's green, it's red on the day. And then immediately, I mean, like this thing didn't waste a minute and just shoots all the way up, goes green on the day, and goes right up to test yesterday's high. Okay, it goes right up to test yesterday's high, which is also the all-time high. Okay, which is also your all-time high. Okay, that action told me this stock is strong, and it's not in any way scared of that resistance level. Okay, we are in no way scared of that resistance level because the stock was in such a rush, right, to get and test it. Was in such a rush to get back and test it. And then you had this little brief pullback, and that pullback was where the buying opportunity was. We pulled ourselves back in right into trade line VWAP 38.2 fib level. And what I want you guys to notice is the volume on the push higher and then the volume on the brief pullback. Okay, this is what I want you guys to notice here. Okay, so you see how you have increasing volume when we went red to green, took a little bit of a pause at yesterday's high, and then you have this pullback into trade line VWAP 38.2 fib, lower volume, and I got long right there. Right there is where we got long, guys, at $15.70. Okay, $15.70 was the entry on BTBT right there. We got the cross, we got the extension, and then we just exploded through the prior day's high. I took a piece of profit off at the high of the day. We extended. I took another piece of profit, and then this is where I fat fingered my trade. I was so pissed off about this. So right here, okay, I went to take another piece of profit off the table, but I did not want to get flat my entire position. And I forgot to change the tier size on my limit order. And I threw out a limit order to take some profit. And I didn't realize, I was like, oh no, like I put my whole position out there. And by the time I went to cancel it, it already filled. And I was like, and then I was flat. So I'm actually flat there. What was the actual fill? I think it was 1730 something. Hold on. The actual fill was 1732. So 1732 was my final take profit. And I'm like, no. And then I left all this money on the table. I wanted to stay in a piece to take some off even higher, but I accidentally got out of the entire position. So listen, still a really nice trade from 1570 up to 1732. Take profit, take profit, take profit. It was a beautiful trade. And what I want you guys to notice here is the quality of the volume that was coming in on that push. This is how you know a stock has momentum. This is how you know a stock is going to give you fall through. And this is when you can say to yourself, ironically, you can say to yourself, I want to hold on to a piece of this position to see if we continue higher. And I accidentally got flat there at 1732. But whatever. So yes, I left a lot of money on the table here, but the lesson really I want you guys to take away from this is the red to green bull flag setup. This is a great setup to get long. And again, what this tells me is when you have the gap down, right, and the stock immediately shoots all the way up to test yesterday's high, that tells me that the stock is not scared of this resistance level. Okay, the stock's not worried about it. And then as long as that volume lines up where you're getting increasing volume on the red to green move and then decreasing volume on the pause, that pause is buyable. Okay, that pause is buyable. Wait for the support levels to come up underneath you, the support indicators, and then get long, and then you catch the move to new highs. Okay, So you can call that a red to green bull flag. And that's a really nice, clean quality setup. That's where I made the bulk of my money today, was BTBT. Okay. And the stock ended up going all the way to 24. So like I said, I left a ton of money on the table. I left a ton of money on the table. All right. But still a nice trade. Okay. So that was BTBT. Now we'll get to ACY. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me just send a message real quick to somebody. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay. Now we have ACY. Let's talk about this trade. This is a quick one. And again, these small caps, man, they're just the momentum, the follow through has slowed in small caps. So my trades on these small caps that are halting has really slowed. Or the trade, the trades have gotten quicker. All right. And all this was a trade line support. The stock halted right here. The stock halted right there. I'm not sure why my platform's not showing the halt, but we halted right there over 12. And as soon as we opened, we came down, tested the trade line, held. We shot up here. The volume was nice and strong here. And then we had this pullback. And I told everybody in chat, I go, guys, if we hold that trade line one more time, I'm going to get long. We pulled in, guys. These are 3-minute candles, not 1-minute candles. I got long right there on ACY. This was a small win, nothing really to go nuts about. I'm long at 1348. We shoot up. I take a piece of profit off in front of the high at 1436. We break through the high, and this was a lucky fill. I'm not gonna pretend like 1514 was the high of the day, and I got a fill at 1506. Just throwing a limit order out above 15, and the stock, we went through 15 for a few seconds. It filled me, and the stock pulled back and then halted as we were going into lunchtime, and the stock just fizzled out. So this is a quick little trade. I made a decent little chunk there, but I made more money on a lot more money on BTBT. All right. So like I said, these small caps are not giving you a lot of the follow through like we had seen in prior weeks. The halts that happened in ACY, RHE, UUU, those halts really sucked a lot of the momentum out of the small cap market. All right. Does anybody have any questions about those two trades? Anybody have any questions about ACY or BTBT? I say learn the most from the BTBT trade. That's a really good setup. That ACY was too quick, the halts and all that volatility, all that crap, too quick. But learn the most from the BTBT trade. That's a really good setup. All right. Why didn't I buy back into BTBT? Because it went right through me. and then I just felt like I was chasing it, like when I got filled at 1732, whatever it was, and it just went right to 1775. And I'm like, oh man, at that point, I just felt uncomfortable chasing it. I just felt uncomfortable chasing it. So I was doing a one-on-one with a member, and then I was getting all those messages from people. And I was just overwhelmed the rest of the day with the messages I was getting from people. And I just kind of was just reflecting on the year, honestly. And I didn't trade the rest of the day. Why did I wait for ACY? I didn't trade ACY in the morning because the volume sucked. The volume on ACY was terrible. It was very spotty. It was very low volume. And I can't trade stocks that have low volume. So that's it, guys. So let's talk about now some tips. I want to give you guys some tips and some advice going into next year that I think everyone can benefit from, regardless of your experience level. Really go into next year with the mindset. And I had a long talk with a member today actually about this, about shifting your mindset and stop worrying about how much money you're going to make if you're right. A quote that my mentor told me that I share with all of my teaching members, and this is a quote that has stuck with me for years. And that quote is, successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. And the second you start to shift that perspective and you start looking at, okay, I'm going to enter this trade, how much am I going to lose if I'm wrong? The second you switch that perspective, the second that same second is when your risk management starts to get a lot more tighter and your discipline starts to strengthen. And that is when you become better as a trader. And that's when you'll become more consistent as a trader. You're not going to become more consistent by having bigger winners. You will become more consistent by having smaller losses. And if you guys are going to say to yourself, what is the dollar amount that I'm comfortable risking per trade? If you're only comfortable risking $100 per trade, then you need to try your damnedest to every single time you have a losing trade to lose $100. Okay. If you're only comfortable losing $100, you should never lose $300-400 on a single trade. You have to avoid those types of losses. You can't wipe out 3, 4, 5 winning trades with one loss. If you do that, you will never be consistently profitable because you will always be taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps backward. If one losing trade is going to wipe out 3 or 4 winners, do you realize what that does to your win rate? Now, in order for you to be consistently profitable, if you are wiping out 3 or 4 winners with one loss, you now have to be 3 for 4 or 4 for 5 to break even. Do you understand what that means for your win rate? I'll tell you. Okay. If one win wipes out 3 winners, if one loss wipes out 3 winners, you have a 75% win rate and are break even. That's disgusting. Okay, because a win rate in the 70s is basically professional trader. Okay, professional traders are usually like in the 70s. Okay, so like mid 70s. I kind of fluctuate. I'm like in the low mid 70s. When I get on a hot streak, I can push all the way to 85, but I won't maintain that for the whole year. I'll finish right around probably mid 70s. And if you guys are wiping out 3 wins with 1 loss, you have a 75% win rate and you're still net negative. I mean, you're break even on the trade. So you're basically telling yourself that you have to have a higher win rate than me in order for you to just make a little bit of money. That's insane. That's insane. So you have to make sure that you maintain your risk on those losses, avoid all of those big losses, because it doesn't matter if you're making 10 grand in one trade when you're right. It does not matter if you're wiping out all of that profit when you just have 1 loss. Okay. You're never going to be consistently profitable that way. Okay. The way that you build your account, it's not by hitting home runs. It's by hitting singles and doubles. That's how you build your account. The home runs will come. Don't try to hit them. The home runs will come. If you try to hit home runs, that means you're more concerned with how much you're going to make if you're right than you are concerned with how much you're going to lose if you're wrong. Okay. That's the biggest piece of advice that I can give you guys going into 2021. Stick to your stop losses. Try to maintain that risk per trade. Okay, your P&L should look like a mountain range with a valley underneath. If we took a graph and we plotted little green dots on all your winning trades and then little red dots on all your losing trades, that graph should look like a giant mountain range with a river or valley underneath. There should be a lot more. Discrepancy between your wins and a lot more conformity to your losses. All your losses, because like if you say to me, okay, I'm only willing to risk $100 per trade, your losing trades should be as follows: 100, 95, 112, 90, 87, 115, 121, 107, 103, 99, 72, 81, 110, 112, 120, 103, 104, 97. That's what your losing trades should look like. Your winning trades should look like this: 125, 200, 71, 50, 12, 25, 109, 136, 142, 155, 300, 110, 104, 210, 217, 140. Your winning trade should be all over the place, because on a winning trade, you can't control how much you're going to make. You can't control how much you're going to make on a winning trade. That's going to be dependent upon how much follow through does the stock have. Do you get to profit target 1, 2, 3, maybe more? You can't control how much you're going to make if you're right. But what you can control is how much you're going to lose if you're wrong. And you can control that right to the dollar by saying, I'm buying the stock at 10. I'm stopping out at 9.50. If I'm only willing to risk $100 per trade, I'm going to buy 200 shares at 10. I'm going to stop out at 9.50. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to lose $100. If I'm right, who gives a shit? If I make 100, 150, 200, 250, doesn't matter. It's more money than you had before you made the trade. Good. Job well done. Pat yourself on the back. Move on. That's how you guys become consistently profitable. It's my biggest piece of advice that I can give you going into 2021. Take it, write it down, and heed to it, because I promise you, take it from someone that has done this professionally. I'm going on 17 years now. Guys, if you don't get this aspect of trading down, you will never be consistently profitable. Mark my words, I promise you. You have to get this part of trading down. And that's why that's my single piece of advice to you going into 2021, to focus on this aspect of trading. And remember, successful traders are more concerned with how much they're going to lose if they're wrong. Struggling traders are more concerned with how much they're going to make if they're right. Shift that perspective and mindset, and you guys will be more consistently profitable in 2021. I guarantee it. Do yourself a favor. Here's an exercise. Whatever your risk is per trade, let's say your risk is $100. Go back through all of your trades, and all of your trades where you lost way more. Okay, not the trades where you lost like 115. That's still within your risk parameters, right? You're willing to risk $100. But all those trades that where you lost 350, 500, 320, 470, all those losses, add back the difference if you lost $100. Don't erase the loss, because you still made the trade. It still would have been a losing trade. But if you actually stuck to your risk, and instead of losing 350, you lost 100, take that difference of $250, all of those trades, add back that difference and figure out what that number is, and add that back to your P&L and see how much more money you would have in your account today if you just stopped losing so much on those losing trades, and you are going to throw up. I promise you're going to look at that number, you're going to go right to the bathroom, and you're going to vomit all over the place when you realize how much more money you can have in your account if you just stuck to your risk. I'm not kidding. Do that, because you need to see that number. You need to see that number because it's going to make you nauseous. And the next time that you go to manage risk on a trade, you're going to think about that number, and that can help you remain disciplined going into next year. Biggest piece of advice that I can give any of you. Okay? Now, that is just one piece, okay, of being a trader. I can be on this live stream for you for 12 hours giving you a bunch of other advice. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of time. I want to see real quick how many of you are not members of True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right, Jesse Barber, Jason Baker, Jermaine, DJ Smile, Charles Holmes, Rodney Story, James. Nice, guys. Good. All right, good. So we have a lot of non-members here that are with us on this live. Guys, before we go, I want to make sure that you guys take advantage of the offer that we have for our New Year's and our holiday sale, because come January 1st, we are raising our prices in True Trading Group. Okay. And we have a special deal going on right now that I want to make sure you guys are all aware of. Okay. Because if you've ever considered joining True Trading Group, the time to do so is right now, tonight, before midnight, because we are significantly raising our prices. Okay, we are significantly raising our prices. And also, I'm giving away a Tesla and $30,000 and a Porsche and $50,000 on Sunday. So if you guys want to be included in that raffle, you guys got to take advantage and sign up here. Okay, you guys sign up here by midnight tomorrow. You'll be included in that raffle. Okay, you'll be included in that raffle. We're giving away $50,000 in a Porsche to a lifetime member on Sunday. And I'm pretty sure we're also going to be giving away a Tesla and $30,000 on Sunday as well. Anyone that signs up by Friday at midnight, that's January 1st at midnight, will be included in that raffle. So I want to explain to you what you get as a full-time member aside from being included in the raffle. Guys, we're a lot more than a chat service and an alert service. We take the top premium trading tools and products. We bundle them together as part of your TeachD membership. When you guys join True Trading Group, it's not just a chat and alerts. Okay. We have a lot of services that are included in that service for free. There's no upsells ever. Okay. We have a Benzinga live news feed that gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts right in our chat room. We have a squawk box feature, which actually you can turn your speakers on and someone can read the news headlines to you. We've got real-time level 1, real-time level 2, real-time options data. We have a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data. We have a trade ideas scanner that streams for our members live for new high of the day, unusual volume. That's included. Our members can use the TradingView Pro charting software totally for free. All of this is included. There's no upsell or any extra fees for this. This is all included in your membership. You get at least 10 easy to follow actionable trade alerts from a community of pro traders with a 79% win rate right now. As a chat room, we're sporting like a 78-79% win rate between myself and the other moderators that call out trades. That means that whenever we call an alert in chat, 78-79% of the time, it's a profitable one. And then you get access to all of the courses. Okay, all of our courses. All right. This is a simplified version of the education I received when I worked at a fund on Wall Street. I have simplified that education, created these courses. You get all of them. There's no upsell. You get all the courses. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses. Guys, you get access to all of these courses when you join the team full time. They're in text and video format. In addition to the courses, you also get over 90 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that have been recorded that myself, the other moderators conduct covering various trading topics, and then they're put into a video library for members to view at any time. You'll have access to that. You'll also then be able to join those workshops and webinars live and ask questions and interact with members and have access to us. Access in general is what you get in True Trading Group because you guys can send me messages. You can send other moderators messages throughout the day. You can ask us questions. All of that is included, guys, with your membership in True Trading Group. And a normal membership, normally it would cost you $2,048 for the year. But tonight, with coupon code TTG1220, you can get a one-year membership for only $1,220. Okay, that is a 40% discount. That knocks the price of a membership from $2,048 down to $1,220. I'm going to keep that price point actually probably up until Sunday. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the $1,220 price until Sunday, and then we're going to drastically raise the price, significantly raise the prices of our membership. Okay, so again, coupon code TTG1220 will get you a membership for $1,220 when it usually costs $2,048 up until Sunday at midnight. Sunday at midnight, the price is going up. Okay, we're going to drastically raise our prices on Monday. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll leave it open for those of you that are over the weekend to take advantage of that price. But Friday at midnight is when I'm closing off the raffle for the Tesla and $30,000 and the Porsche $50,000, which I'm giving away on Sunday. Okay, so if you want to be included, all you have to do is be a member and you're included in those raffles. If you want to be included in the raffle, you got to be a member by midnight on Friday. Okay, coupon code THD1220. And anyone that signs up by midnight tonight, screw it. By midnight on Friday. Sign up by midnight on Friday. I'm also going to throw in a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, the perfect tool for you to stay connected on the go while you guys are maybe working full-time jobs, or you're in traffic, you're in a meeting, you're at work, whatever, you got your kid's soccer game. I'm going to send you a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, totally free. I'm even going to cover the shipping, my gift to you. Okay. Now, guys, the value of what you're talking about here, like, that Benzinga newsfeed, that costs $1,188 for the year. Real-time level 2 costs $990. A trade simulator costs $750, and the pro charting, the TradingView Pro charting software costs $720 for the year. That's $3,648 in resources and tools that are all included for free at no additional fee when you use coupon code TTG1220 and get a 1-year membership for only $12.20. Okay, that's for anyone that's willing to sign up here, guys, and get access to that coupon code, that membership, the Amazon Kindle, and get yourselves included in that raffle. Give yourself a chance to win 30 grand or a Tesla. And if you're a lifetime member, you have a chance to win 50 grand or a Porsche. Okay, so the Porsche and $50,000 raffle, that's for lifetime members only. Regular 1-year members have access to the Tesla or the $30,000 raffle. Okay, so again, by Friday at midnight to be included in the raffles, Sunday at midnight to lock in the $12.20 price point. Coupon code TTG1220. And before we break, I'm going to make a deal for all of you right here, right now. How many of you guys are thinking to yourselves, you know, New Year's resolution, I've got to learn how to become a trader. I got to start making money somehow, some way, because your financial situation was turned upside down this year. And if you're not where you want to be with your trading, it's about time that you make a change. And I'm going to remove the risk for you. I'm going to remove the risk for you because I understand a lot of people went through tough times this year. And I don't want you to not join True Trading Group because of a financial situation. I want you to be able to join us because I know what it can do for your lives and your financial situation. I see what my members say to me. I see what they've gone through. I see how their lives have been changed. And I'm confident. I'm so confident that TTG can and will work for you and can potentially change your financial situation, that this is what I'm willing to do for you. If anyone that is still on the fence, if you sign up with coupon code TTG1220 by Friday at midnight, I am going to give you a money back guarantee right here, right now. Okay. Sign up with coupon code TTG1220 and do the following 3 things. Go through all of our courses, pass all the quizzes at the end of the courses, and do a one-on-one with one of our pro moderators. Okay. Anyone that signs up with this coupon code gets included with their membership a free one-on-one mentor session with one of our moderators. Okay. So if you sign up with this coupon code, go through all the courses, pass the quizzes, do your one-on-one. If you do those 3 things and do not make back the $1,220 at least once throughout the course of your membership, I'm going to give all of your money back. Okay. That is how confident I am that this can and will work for you. But just, you have to be willing to put in a little bit of effort. Okay. If you're going to sign up and you're just going to be like, Mike, just tell me what to do, and you're just being lazy, I'm not going to give you a money back guarantee. Or I'm not going to give you a refund. Okay. Because now that's on you. If you don't want to take charge and control of your own life and your own financial future, then I can't help you. But if you're determined to change your life for the better, and you're determined to put in the work and energy and effort to be a consistent profitable trader and earn an extra source of income, and one day be able to tell your boss to go screw themselves, I will be with you every step of the way to show you everything it is that I do in order to help you reach and achieve those goals. So if you do those 3 things, go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and do a one-on-one with the pro mod, if you still don't make the $12.20 back at least once throughout your membership, I'm going to give you a complete total refund. I'll give you all your money back. So I'm going to remove the risk for you. So for those of you that are saying, you know what, new year, new me, I got to do something different. I want to do something different by trading. Maybe you just want to learn how to start. You've never traded before. Now's the time. For those of you that are trading, but you're still not at the point where you want to be, you'll be shocked at the difference a professional education can make for your trading. And I'm removing the risk for you to join True Trading Group. Okay, I'm removing the risk because now I've guaranteed your $12.20. So what do you have to lose besides potentially never reaching and achieving your goals? Take advantage of this coupon code TTG1220 before it's too late, guys. Before that money back guarantees no more. Give yourself a chance to win that Tesla or 30 grand on Sunday. Lifetime members, 50 grand or a Porsche on Sunday. So take advantage of this coupon code here right now by getting TTG1220 and locking that 40% discount before the price goes up. Okay, before the price goes up Sunday night at midnight, the price is going up for January 2021. Okay, and then for those of you that are still unsure, like I said, we've got that 7-day trial. Go to ttgthree.com for that 7-day trial. It's a one-time payment of just $3. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen, guys. It's not a reoccurring. There's no auto renew. If you don't sign up and become a full member after the trial. It just expires. Nothing happens. You can upgrade to a full-time member anytime with no obligation to do so. That is our 7-day trial. Give us a try. See if TGD is right for you. Otherwise, if you're ready to get that free Amazon Kindle Fire, that free one-on-one mentor session, that money-back guarantee, and you want to give yourself a chance to win $30,000 or a brand new Tesla, sign up by midnight on Friday with coupon code TTG1220 and lock in that discounted price before prices go up. All right. Have a wonderful New Year's, guys. Have a safe New Year. I don't know if anyone's doing anything or going anywhere. Where can you go? I don't know. Happy New Year already to my international members. We have some members that are joining us live from New Zealand and Australia, where it's already New Year's. Happy New Year to those of you. Happy New Year's to all of my members. I love all of you guys. If you are not happy with where you are in your life and your financial situation now, it is time you do something about it. And if you're willing to put in a little bit of effort, I promise to be with you every step of the way to help you reach your goals and get consistently profitable in 2021. 2020 was an amazing year, and I'm expecting even better in 2021. I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications if you haven't done so already. And I will see you all next year. Cue the corny joke. I'll see you guys all next year. Take advantage of that coupon code. Have a wonderful, wonderful final night of 2020. Get ready to change something in 2021 and take things to a new level. I'll see you guys all next year. All right. I'll see you guys on Sunday. And I'm going to be giving away a Tesla. I'm giving away a Porsche. I'm giving away $80,000 on Sunday. I cannot freaking wait. Woo! Can't wait. It's life-changing money for a lot of people. I can't wait. I'm giving it away right here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern live on this YouTube channel this Sunday. Don't miss it. It's going to be wild. I'll see you guys all later. Have a great night, guys.